Did you put the alarm on?
And yes, I do have the alarm on. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
We're live, by the way. You can always just hold it like this.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, this is...
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Let's keep this like this.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel fine.
Hear yourself well?
Yes.
Hello,
Restart.
Adriana.
No, restart.
No, there's no point in restarting. We already did it.
Oh, I just feel like that was a long intro of nothing.
Well, babe, this podcast is kind of a podcast just about nothing. It's just us talking about nonsense. I really hope they don't hear the dishwasher going the whole time, but oh my God. Well, here. Cheers.
Cheers
Quarantine
to
life.
a day and a half being quarantined with you.
So, back again, episode number 4.
Yeah.
I think quarantine life could be the motto. It's funny because we do not live the quarantine life
We do
at
not.
all.
No.
If anything, we were just talking about that. I was like, damn. Hopefully we don't get it.
It's funny because now I feel like I need to invest in hobbies that I would never have any other time.
Like what?
Even though I'm still working.
We have no hobbies. This is a hobby.
Yeah, but like the circuit.
The what?
I hope I'm saying that right.
The circuit?
The circuit, the machine that cuts out things and you can
Oh, I think it's called the Cricut.
I don't think it's the Cricut.
I do.
It's like the Cry Cut or something
Explain
like
what
that.
it is for people. I don't think...
people should know what this is. It's like a big machine that you
didn't know
hook to your phone and you make these designs and it's like an arts and crafts thing and...
What I don't understand is, do you need to put fabric in it?
It's not... I don't think it's fabric.
For anyone who doesn't know what it is, you can Google. It's like
something.
CRICUT, and you get
It's
a
like
machine, which, by the way, it's expensive.
I know, and Nathan didn't get it for me for Christmas, so...
Okay.
My birthday's coming up.
Jesus Christ. You get a girl everything else that she wants. You don't get her the one thing, and suddenly that's the only thing she wants.
It's okay. My birthday's coming up.
Well, wait. Before we get into this, can we talk about our new space here?
I mean, it's like new, but not new.
Well, it's new for the audience. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I didn't like having the whole background, like the city background.
What did you not... I agree that I'm hoping that this will look better. This will look better in the long run. I want everyone to watch the podcast. I'm going to do a better job with the video this time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it better.
Yeah, because I already yelled at him for the last one. Sorry about that.
What people need to understand about... Okay, there's a lot of levels to this. What people need to understand, the first thing is, any of the podcasts that anyone else watches, on YouTube, the Joe Rogan, it's 3 hours long. They have crazy, ridiculous camcorders. Those motherfuckers can just run for hours, disposable batteries, all this other shit. This camera's wonderful, but it only records for 29 minutes and 59 seconds at a time, and then you have to stop it and redo it. That's what qualifies it as a video camera versus a photo camera. So if it's a video camera, it can record longer than 30 minutes.
So you're telling me we got to get a new camera?
No, we do not have to get a new camera. That is not true. But I think this is going to be a much better setup for everyone watching. This blue wall, there's this one little office space in my apartment, and I would love to get an artwork piece or something in the middle behind us or whatever. Yeah,
we should get one of our friends that's really artsy to do a mural thing here.
No, I want to get a neon light. A neon light and stop snitching? That would be so expensive, but it would be so dope.
Why don't we get
a red sign right here?
No,
it would
why
be
don't
so
we
good.
Get one of our friends who's really artistic to do a mural piece?
What artistic friends do you have that can do that?
I will find some.
Okay.
I find friends.
But anyway, yes, we made the switch over here. I like this a lot. I think that's kind of it, and this will probably be the new studio space for a little bit for us. But
yeah, unless we do an upgrade.
Well, I don't know how else we're going to upgrade, because I think this is kind of it at the moment. We're kind of maxed out. You want to tell everyone how you almost single-handedly destroyed the entire production of our podcast after the last one?
Why do you always have to put me on blast?
Go ahead. I think it's a great story.
So we finished the podcast, and my mom calls me, like she does every day. She calls me for pointless things, don't forget boxes, I'm moving. Hi, are you alive? Mm-hmm. Did you get tested for the virus? Stupid shit, just every day she calls
Regular
me.
everyday stuff.
For dumb stuff, and the conversations probably last a minute. Or she knows I'm working, and she's like, are you working? No. I'm just twiddling my thumbs. So, of course, she calls me perfect timing after the podcast to tell me about the condo that she found.
Complete that story. Don't have to get into that at the moment, yeah.
So, anyway, I'm trying to throw something out because I'm in the middle of making, like, my chai latte. And I go to throw something out, and I hit the ring light. And the ring light does, like, the slow motion fall. Like, it's...
No.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was just like...
And it really wasn't even that bad of a fall.
It was not bad. And the bulb broke.
No, that bitch died.
It broke. It died. It
we
wasn't
took it out,
turning
tried to
on.
stick it back in.
It was very sad.
If anyone...
I was very upset.
If anyone wants to know kind of like the little setup we have here, if you follow either of our Instagrams at this point, what I just posted kind of shows you. So it's like a ring light with the camera behind it. Then we've got these two like I joke like when you went to school for like photo day, like the two big like umbrella lights to the side of it. That's what it is. So the ring light, I didn't know this either, is very sensitive. So it literally like toppled to the ground, and then
it wasn't
the bulb,
even hard.
It wasn't hard. The bulb like broke immediately, and then she ordered another one, and now we're here. So we're on ring light
and the
number
bulbs
2.
are not cheap.
No, the ring light is not cheap.
Yeah, I was so upset. I was on the verge of tears.
Yeah, I was like, yo, if the whole ring light is broken, fuck.
I know, that thing
oh
is
my
so
God,
expensive.
it's so expensive.
Shout out to my parents, my parentals for that.
Yeah, maybe we're broke, but that's expensive.
I mean, I'm not broke.
It was a Christmas gift.
But, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not broke, but you don't want to buy it.
I cherish what I have. Oh, heck no, I wouldn't buy it myself.
Exactly.
No way. Thank God for my parents.
Jesus. Yeah.
Well, that happened.
So
now
I guess,
we're back at it.
and updates in our lives since then, COVID-19 outbreak. We're in New Jersey, so we're we're number 2 in this bitch. Second highest behind New York City. Not trying to be number 1.
And we're still working with the general public.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's because of the jobs that we work. So we're both technically emergency personnel, which is cool, but
it's cool because they still have a job, which I'm so thankful for.
And also, like, everyone that I talk to, it's like people are so bored. Like, we're not bored. We had a nice like 3 or 2.5 day weekend right now, right? Saturday, and I'm like, yo, I'm so happy that I have somewhere to go to Monday through Friday. I feel like it could get to the point where, like, whatever, it's 2 weeks paid off and, like, oh, cool, everyone's, like, excited about that because I know a lot of people aren't even getting 2 weeks paid. But I'm like, dude, we've been doing this for, 2 days.
Yeah. 2
days where we have not left, done nothing. Like, we can talk about all the shows and shit that we're watching, but, like, dude, 2 weeks?
I get really creative, like, with what we're going to eat.
Oh, my God. Yo, what did we make for dinner tonight? Once again, follow my story. You guys should follow us on Instagram anyway, but I think that people overall know that the food game that we put out is legit.
Oh, yeah. I'm such a foodie. I'm definitely not a size 2.
Give them the breakdown. How do you find these things? What do you do?
This one I found on Instagram.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nothing. I was just, like, on Instagram bored and came across this potato
Wait,
thing.
hold on.
It was so good.
My cousin Brandy, she just responded to their story, and she was like, if you guys break up, I'm snatching that bitch. Those potatoes. No chance. Sorry, go ahead.
What? I don't discriminate.
Oh, is that a PSA to just all the lesbians out there?
No, so there was these, like, it was like these roasted potatoes with this, like, garlic spicy aioli sauce that, like, you make and you put it over top.
Talk to him.
So I was just like, well, I got potatoes. I got everything for the sauce. Drip, drip. Let's make it.
Drip, drip, let's make it.
And it came out so good.
Yes, they are delicious.
That's, like, a new recipe that, like, it's in the
archives.
archives.
Wegmans came through with that work.
Yeah, I mean, I like Wegmans, but Wegmans is very expensive.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
It's super expensive sometimes for no reason. Then people are like, "Oh, the quality."
Yeah, I don't
quality
get the,
what?
I don't
like,
get the quality.
My hair is not growing. Quality for what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting extra supplements.
Yeah, no.
So I don't understand what I'm paying for here.
Which is a good transition, because I feel like in the space of the coronaverse that we're in right now, the cheat code that we found is, I don't want to give out the name because I really don't want people to go to it. But what I will say, which I think is fair, is you guys need to find, like, different ethnic food markets that are, like, off the beaten path. Because I will say that we have had no issue. I will also completely give into this. Adriana does majority of the buying because she works in a space where she can literally buy everything that she would need. That's our relationship.
And I know what we need.
Yes, that's definitely very much our agreement.
Thing.
Which, by the way, if you're in a relationship, definitely get to that agreement because it makes things a lot fucking easier when you're like, okay, you know what we need. That's fine. You figure out it financially for you guys. But she's done this like amazing thing where she finds these like other food markets, which maybe could be defined as like Japanese or Korean or whatever, and
or Indian.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
bodegas.
They've got all the meat, all the produce, everything that you can need, and honestly,
and it's not busy.
Right, but
nobody knows about it.
We think that it's like people don't go in there because they're just nervous because no one speaks English. The only thing you can understand is the price. But at the end of the day, you know what a chicken wing looks like, right?
I've had no problem finding chicken or like meats or
you go
eggs
crazy in there,
or like
and it's
dairy.
so much cheaper.
Oh, and it's 10 times cheaper. Like, I don't know how they do it, and their produce is so fresh and 10 times cheaper than ShopRite and Wegmans.
You could buy mangoes in like October.
I know.
Like what?
It's amazing. I'm such a foodie. Like I said, there's a reason I'm not a size 2. I love to eat.
Talk about it.
I love food.
2 C's thick. You're
corny. Oh my gosh, embarrassing.
You're not a size 2. Shut up, you beautiful human being. Go ahead.
That's right.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyway.
Come here.
But no, it's awesome. Like trying to like find different ways. I'm like I live an hour away from where we're at now, and like down my way, it's nothing but like the Spanish culture. So coming up this way, like I'm introduced to so many different markets of like Indian, Asian, Spanish, Mexican, and then we have
Jewish.
Like Wegman. Oh yeah, that's a huge thing.
Hell yeah.
So Nathan's Jewish.
Don't give it away.
Oh well, I gave it away. Well, Nathan's Jewish, and I joke around and say now I'm like partially Jewish because I celebrate all these Jewish holidays.
You are if you could choose the polar opposite of being Jewish.
Yeah.
What are you?
What do you mean?
What's your ethnicity, girl? Damn.
Oh, I know.
Where's your family from?
Nobody ever gets it right. So I'm Puerto Rican. I still say
you're not
I'm
Indian?
I know.
Yo, everyone thinks she's Indian, which is so funny.
It's funny.
I get like an Indian vibe from you.
People think I'm Indian. People think I'm some type of
Maybe
Asian.
No. You don't mean Indian. You mean like Native American.
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know if that's like triggering or wrong, but that's you know what I mean. You don't mean like Indian.
I've gotten that too, though.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've gotten that as well. I've gotten Asian.
But you're Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Like, let's be honest.
I mean, Puerto Ricans are mutts. Like, come on now. Puerto Rico was a trading port. You know, everybody got busy.
She said the only reason that we're together is because she wasn't born with light eyes. Otherwise, she would have been a hoe the rest of her life. I said
he knew what he was doing.
I said, oh, that's the only reason? She said, oh, yeah, that's definitely the only reason.
If I had light eyes, because it runs in my family, because I have, like, I'm, like, Spaniard, too, like, from Spain.
España.
So, like, my mom has, like, really light hair, and my great-grandfather had, like, blue and green eyes, and all that stuff. So, man, if I had gotten that, hoe all day.
Oh, my God. Anyway. So, yeah, the dinner game is going brazy. Everyone can follow it on the gram. Definitely hit up that liquor store a couple times. Mm-hmm. Even though we work regular hours. I mean, it's whatever.
I feel like we need the liquor, though. From the stress of, like, our day jobs and dealing with this whole pandemic thing that's happening.
I don't know.
And then dealing with each other. That's another thing.
Okay, shut up, man. We don't deal with each other that much. I think that, like, if most couples are living together, I feel like this is definitely the time where if you guys are quarantined together, you're really seeing how it works out.
Yeah.
Because the thing about the quarantine that people are like, oh, it's so great. I get paid for 2 weeks off. I get to do nothing. It's like, yeah, you can do nothing, but I mean, unless you're one of the laziest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life, you're going to get bored. Like, this shit is boring.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine doing it
like,
for 2 weeks. You would have had to buy me that cry cup.
Yeah, and I'm not willing to become like that much of a degenerate where I'm like waking up and drinking at 10:30 in the morning. Like I get if that's like, oh, it's the Corona quarantine. We're gonna do that one day, but I'm like, bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I thought about making mimosas this morning, but then I saw how low our orange juice was.
That's what I mean. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, hey, you want to do your thing, have fun, da-da-da. But, like, I mean, even today, like, we took a nap today. Mm-hmm. Like, we're watching. Oh, so we finished The Crown.
Oh, yeah.
How many stars are you giving The Crown? The Crown is on Netflix. I really
like The Crown.
I would say, like, out of 5 stars, I'm giving it, like, a 4, like 4.5.
I agree.
It's very consistently awesome. The acting in it is phenomenal.
I agree.
The storytelling's amazing. We have to FaceTime my dad a bunch to
Nathan's dad has, like, so much, like, knowledge on, like, random things. Like, random things. But, like, so much knowledge on it.
Like, does anyone else out there have a friend where you're like, oh, he was that guy from that movie with Tom Cruise in like 2003 and it was about this thing, and they can just be like, oh yeah, it's that. My dad is unbelievable with that.
He's so good.
I've seen my own mother go, he was the guy from that thing that we saw last year and I loved it. That's it. And he'll be like, oh, Jason Statham. She's like, oh my God, yes, that's it. I was like, what? Mm-hmm. How did you guys know that was happening? Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Your dad's like really intuitive with that.
Anyway, The Crown, phenomenal. Yep. Loving it. Did we finish something else?
No, we started the new show. The morning show.
The morning show, but then we also did... we watched The Lost Girls Netflix movie.
It was okay.
Trash.
I mean, it was based on a true story, but it was like...
That's why I'm sorry that really happened, but it was a horrible depiction of a movie. It was literally a movie about this girl's lost, I wonder who did it, and then at the end, it's just, spoiler alert, we don't know who did it, and nothing happened, and there's no ending. I was like, why did we even make this?
They found her body.
Yeah, they found her body, but they don't know who killed her.
Yeah.
Or any of those girls. Wasn't there like 6, 7, 8 girls?
They were saying it was a serial killer, yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, what is going on right now? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It never like extrapolated. It never like opened down on anything. I was like, ugh, this is
And you
annoying.
didn't watch this, but the Madam C.J. Walker on Netflix.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
That's super good.
Tell me about it.
Super good.
That's actually good because we haven't even talked about this. What's it about?
So it was about this woman. I can't remember her name.
Madam C.J. Walker?
I mean, she had a first name. I just can't remember.
Madame?
No, starts with an M. Damn, I'm trash. Anyway, so she ends up like in the beginning she's like losing her hair, so she has like patches of hair and comes across this lady who sells like this hair growth thing and basically takes her as a client and like grows her hair back. And this is like back then, like slavery had just got liberated, and the woman that helped her was the offspring of a slave that got raped. So she was considered like the yellow skin. That's what they were referring to her as, light skin. So you see like the balance between somebody who's like biracial and somebody who's purely African American, and that demographic, because this person doesn't know where they belong, and then this person feels like this person has a higher level to them because they're like biracial, and
so you see that. It's like even the hierarchy of slavery.
Yeah.
Where it's like even slaves.
But I mean, slavery is technically like at this point like abolished pretty much. But it's like just
still
coming
keeping
out of that.
Class rank, like regardless.
So then it comes into this woman based on a true story who actually, Madam C.J. Walker actually uses the formula of this person because she was like just being kind of rude. Like she wanted to sell the products, and the woman said, you don't look like what people want, so I don't want you selling my product.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
So
that's not nice.
She ends up making her own product and then basically becoming the first African American self-made millionaire.
But so she does steal her product. Like it's not hers.
She took ideas.
Adapts it.
She adapts it.
Okay. Okay.
But you have to watch it just because it really just shows like the persistence of somebody and, you know, what they're willing to do to get to where they need to be. And then also during the times of, you know, there's still racial things that are going on, and, you know, people are getting...
What is this, like 1918?
It's
right? It's like
then,
1919?
Yeah. It's like 1916.
Yeah, when I watched the like last 15 minutes of the last episode with you, it said she donated $5,000 in 1919 to the NAACP. That was the largest
donation
they'd ever had in the history of the organization. And then doing the math today, that was like
75,000.
Yeah, it's like 75 grand today.
It was super good. I mean, it was only like 4 or 5 episodes. They were an hour long each, but I thought it was super good. Like, I could have kept watching it. I know you weren't interested in it because you're not ever interested in anything that I particularly like or watch. But
okay,
it was super good. No, I definitely recommend it.
Okay. No, it's because there's something else that we were watching that was not that, and it was on Netflix.
Queer Eye finished for us.
Queer Eye finished. Oh,
I love him, Jonathan. Oh,
talk about your love for Jonathan.
So
why do you love him so much more than the other ones? We both agree that Karamo's last.
Yeah.
Karamo's just the friend who comes in and he's like, oh, so that must have been really hard for you to have been sexually abused your entire life. Let's talk about that now on the show. I'm like, bro, we get it.
I know.
But it's like, it's not him, to be fair. I'm sure it's probably not him, but the show's use of him. He's like, oh yeah, you're sad? You know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker.
I just love Jonathan.
Get out of here.
I love his positivity.
He's very genuine.
And he's so genuine. Like, you just feel just how genuine he is.
You just feel the genuine.
Yeah, and like, he's just so true to himself. That I love that. Like, he really doesn't really care.
It is refreshing.
What people think about him or how he's being portrayed, and, you know, he's helping people and that's what he likes to do, but he's genuine to who he is and, you know, what he represents and true to the way that, you know, he portrays himself. And I love him.
Yes. It's a yes
love
queen
him.
moment for sure.
Oh, yes,
love
queen
him.
forever.
Good.
I love him.
We've been watching some good stuff. And the morning show is also excellent.
The morning show is really good.
Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
It's the only... we're definitely only watching it because we're quarantined.
That's true.
But I agree. I think it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty good.
It does a great job of talking about the Me Too movement and giving you a little bit more perspective. It doesn't go like as left as I would assume Apple would want to go. It's not just like, fuck these conservative people and like they're all wrong. I appreciate like the show really does operate in the gray, and I think it's written really well like that. And you have like a lot of like emotional attachment to a lot of different characters because you see how they're all in these very complicated situations with each other.
I agree.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. I was worried that it was going to be so much like, I don't know, so left liberal, like just completely slanted craziness that I'm like, okay, I get that that's your stance. So I appreciated that it was trying to like at least open up doors to show a little bit more of like what a real workplace environment is. Because I think, especially with us, where I guess some people don't really work with a lot of people, but when you work with a lot of people, shit gets weird really quick.
Oh, it can.
And relationships are very gray. And you rely on your coworkers a lot of times to, I mean, look at us, like to be an outlet for each other. Sometimes that works out and it's appropriate, like us. But but sometimes it isn't, and people make mistakes, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people. Like the scene where he's talking to the other guy, and he realizes that, like, oh no, you're a real predator. Like, this is not a good look. I am not that. I made a mistake, and I'm wrong for it, and I understand that, but like, I'm not seeking out this as my like recreational activity.
I agree. Do you feel like you have like a work girlfriend?
That's a loaded question.
You do.
No,
I
don't think so.
You do.
Why? Because you think I always have a work girlfriend? I don't think that's true.
I think you have a work girlfriend. I mean, I'm not jealous, but.
Well, we don't have to get into your work life, love.
What do you mean?
Not even with me.
Oh, that's true. There's people that I like consider like my work boyfriends.
That doesn't bother me though, because
like I like to flirt with them and stuff because it just helps my day go by faster. But like I would never cross that line.
No, I don't think that I have that type of relationship with anyone anymore in my job. But I think anyone's stupid to think that they don't look at their job and say like, oh, hey, I look forward to seeing this person because I have chemistry with them. Like, is that fair? You're like, oh yeah, like I enjoy spending time with this person because it doesn't have to be that I'm in a relationship or that it's sexual or something, but Yeah, I like
I just
seeing
joke
them
around
every day.
and say, like, it's my work boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, there's no way. When you're in a career for like even a little bit of time, you're going to find the people that you really connect to and realize like, oh, I want to spend more time with you than anyone else because you make this something to be able to
You make
like,
this suck less.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all work. I mean, that we were talking about that like with this podcast. It's like, you know, this is something easy to like, well, now I would say that this has gotten much easier because we've gotten it set up.
Mm-hmm.
We understand how it works. And you just click play and go.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like barriers to entry. I mean, you kind of have to think about it a little bit.
I like even have like a work mom.
Yeah.
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 I have like a work mom. I have like a work boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly I'm people's girlfriends. I don't even know. I don't even want to be their girlfriend. And I am.
You're too busy to have multiple boyfriends. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not multiple. That's not the hard part. The hard part is when somebody wants you to be their significant other, but you don't want that. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Oh, it's so hard to be you. God.
Okay, so we need to get back on this topic because I really need a genuine answer. So there's this person that I work with, and every time I talk to him, he fondles with himself. And
yes.
but it's like
one of
those, but it's like one of those things where I'm trying to look him in the eye because we're talking.
But explain the
like,
situation of how it goes down and why
I can't not see the shift of the grope of down there, and I'm like, my peripherals are going.
But so this is happening like
all the time.
Every time you talk to him.
Yes. And it's not even just me. Like, it's everybody. Everybody sees it. Like, he just like grabs at it.
You're not the only person to have this complaint.
No, actually, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one that kind of brought it up because I was just like, does he have crabs? Like, maybe he's blessed.
First of all, it is so annoying that every time that I'll post something before we go on here or do like a story or something, the only thing that people respond to is, oh my God, she looks beautiful as always. Oh, damn, she's so beautiful. Look at her glowing. Queen.
Jeffree Star highlighter.
First of all,
Go
I was
ahead.
putting up the chicken.
I'm not married. I'm not pregnant. I'm just living my best life. So at that point, I have to create this glow. So, Jeffree Star highlighter. Morphe's closed right now, but you can order online. They sell it. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. So go ahead.
But no, like, I just don't know, like, what's going on. I'm like, are you blessed? Do you have crabs? Like, you're literally fondling yourself so much, so blatantly. And then I feel like, am I wrong? Like, do I get reported to HR if I'm like, bruh, why are you, like, fondling yourself in front of me?
Yeah, well...
Like, do I get reported because then I just called you out on it so then you feel uncomfortable?
But why are you... So, you talk to this person, and he immediately is touching his nuts.
He touches his nuts all the time.
But not
all the time.
Not in a way that's like...
Not like he's, like, playing with himself. Just, like, it looks like he's moving something, like, around a lot. So then I'm like, okay, maybe he's not wearing the right underwear.
I think that the boxer thing could be real.
I think he's wearing loosey-doosies and not tighty-whities.
Right. Like, me personally, I'm a briefs guy. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he wears those.
Yeah, people who wear boxers are fucking psychopaths. There's no way. That's not real. Like, you wear a boxer when you're 9 years old.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's possibly what it is. So then he's, like, moving around, and then it's moving, so he has to grope it, and he's just moving with it.
I don't know.
I just don't know, but it's so, like, just in your face, and I'm just like...
Hold on, for my couple people on live... Oh, yeah, what's up, Axel? Yeah, on live right now, we're talking about dudes who are touching their meat too much because they're, like, maybe they're wearing the wrong type of boxer briefs or whatever. Maybe they're wearing boxers... in general, but at the end of the day, it's definitely unacceptable. Axel's saying brief gang as well. Only men are wearing briefs.
I don't know. And then
you're
like,
a boy if you're wearing
a part
boxers.
of me, because you know I'm blunt, so a part of me really wants to be like, bro, do you got crabs? Like, are
okay,
you,
I don't think
you
he
know,
has an STD
we
because
got
of
a pharmacy. We can get you something like right over the counter now to help you out. Like, are you not wearing the right boxers, bro? I will support the whole,
sometimes
boxer brief gang.
What I will say is, I do feel like we work in particularly active jobs. I'm definitely on the train for if he's sweating, maybe his nuts are sweating, and it's getting
Bruh.
sticky down there,
Listen.
and he's got to work this shit out. It's unacceptable regardless, but I'm
but
trying
he's
to
doing
give
it
him a way
blatant
to
in front
talk
of your
about
face.
it.
Like, if you have to move yourself, you do it in your own privacy. Like, if I'm walking around and I have a wedgie, I'm over here, like, bending down to, help it get out. I'm not over here picking in my butt to get this wedgie
Okay,
out.
no,
I'm
so
not doing
this
that.
is what I wanted to know.
There's,
so
like, decency.
what's the girl equivalent of picking your nuts? In public.
Sometimes
in
you can
public,
get a frontal
because
wedgie.
Frontal wedgie?
Yeah.
Bro. Axel said his briefs be too tight and he got to fix his shit. I get that too, but I totally get that, bro. But what I'm going to say is, all right, my girl Carissa's on here. You don't have to actually respond to this if you don't want to, but frontal wedgies over butt wedgies?
Well, see, I think it depends on the type of underwear you wear. The type of underwear I wear, sometimes, it can be a frontal, and, you have to, I be lunging sometimes to help get it out.
Okay.
Like, you gotta lunge. But,
Okay.
like, you would never know because you think I'm, like, straightening down there on the bottom of the shelf, but I'm lunging to help it out.
So you're using the activeness
Yes. I'm very discreet.
to get about it. Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Women are definitely going to be more discreet with the wedgie.
Oh, I mean,
But women are
depends on the
I
women.
feel like
I've
you
seen
feel
some
like there's some
nasty
janky
women.
hoes out there.
I've seen some nasty shit.
Tell me this though. I feel like men are not as prepared for the uncomfortableness in their nuts region or ass region because you as a woman, women in general, right? You wear thongs, you wear underwear that is naturally like meant to be in your shit, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's uncomfortable, you have like a higher threshold for it. I feel like dudes are not there
And
with
that's
that. As soon as it's
absolutely
uncomfortable,
fine.
that's why dudes are like, I gotta fix myself because this is too annoying.
No, and I agree, and I believe like that's absolutely fine. Sorry, my
Kiki,
work mom is,
what's
my
up?
work mom is texting me.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's just super uncomfortable. I mean, I'm more discreet.
Carissa said that both are real as fuck, so.
Yeah, frontal wedgies are a fucking thing. It's
That's
the most
horrifying.
But that's like the most uncomfortable is when it's a frontal wedgie because you'd be like, oh, something slipped where it shouldn't be slipping.
Oh, so it could go off to one side or the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you gotta
God.
like stanky leg that shit out. Like,
Stanky like the front wedgie? Yo. Oh. What's up, Sarah? Sarah's on here too. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're recording the pod right now. It's happening.
yeah, so like you just got to do something because if this all falls to one side or the other, that's depending on the leg that you're stanky
Really?
legging it out. It has to come out. It's very uncomfortable.
Whoa.
It's a thing.
What's the most, in your opinion, what's the most comfortable type of underwear to wear as a girl?
Oh, I just say a thong.
Really?
Yeah, because cheekies go up my butt, boy shorts go up my butt. At that point, just cut the middleman out and just stick it up the butt.
Do you feel like that's a very personal answer, or do you feel like that's like out of all the women
That's
you're
a
like,
personal.
that's
That's
a
a
universal
personal
feel?
answer. That's a personal answer for sure.
Okay.
I know a lot of girls that don't like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, ladies, I'm very interested because this will definitely be a good poll. Like, what's like the most comfortable type of underwear and why? Because I feel like as a guy, bro.
Well, no, for girls it's different because then
It's
we have
briefs all the way
like
around, no
lace
way.
ones, and I really like the lace ones because they're stretchy and they don't dig into
But you would wear that to
and-
work?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, like I said, if I'm over here getting frontal wedgies, can you imagine me getting back wedgies? Like,
You have
the
some.
back
You got
wedgies
some
would
song.
be the worst.
I was gonna say you got some song support. No, you've got some thong support on Instagram Live right now.
Thongs are just more comfortable. I mean, everything rides up the ass anyway, so
Okay.
cut the middleman out.
Okay.
Wear the thong, and then you get used to it, so you're like, oh, like I'm just gliding my ass away.
Here's what I want to know: gliding my ass away. Wait, hold on. I gotta write this down. We gotta write down. Gliding my ass away has to be the title for this.
Oh.
Glide.
Have you guys realized that I come up with all the titles?
People said you were funnier than me.
I'm freaking funnier. I don't mean to be. I'm just like literally just having a conversation. But
Wait, but what I want to know is, and I feel like this is a hot take too.
what?
I don't know if I have a take on it, but I want to know, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Is there the way that guys want to see girls in like sexy underwear, lingerie, whatever,
Yeah.
right? is that also something that you want to see from your man?
No, I just want to see you naked. I've seen boxer briefs. See, women's underwear and undergarments are more fancy. And if you come at me with a banana hammock, I'm going to be like, ooh, something's wrong.
Oh, okay. So you're not interested. Because I asked this because, like, okay, you see Justin Bieber.
Well, I mean, you can come at me with, like, some silk boxers, and I'll be like, oh, you fancy. But still, I want what's underneath.
No. Okay, no, I get it. Because even the guy wants what's underneath yours. But I'm saying, like, when you see a dude pull up in some Calvin Klein briefs.
Oh, that's kind of sexy. But you have to be like semi. You can't come at me with a wiggle.
Oh, so the only way that you can come in some sexy underwear is if you're already half chub.
Yeah.
So I gotta pump it prior to coming in.
You might as well pump it prior, because if you come to me with like this like little like weenie thingy, I'm like, oh.
You want to feel like the work's half's done.
Yeah.
You want to just be able to walk right into it.
I want to be able to look at it and be like, oh, that's what I'm getting.
Oh. Okay.
It's like getting your like dessert before it gets put on the table.
Huh.
It's all about the appearance.
You're in the kitchen watching it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the snack
I don't know.
before the entree.
So what you're saying is the Speedo, the banana hammock is not the move.
Don't come at me with a thong on, because I know a lot of
What
men's
if you
butt
got
cheeks
that?
are not cute.
What if you got that heat rock, that just straight mandingo fire?
I'm down.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I know you're down.
Oh.
Yeah, I know you want a dick. What I'm saying is do you want to see, like, if you have a bigger man's than a smaller man's, should you be accentuating your man's with the type of boxers you're wearing? Like the way that a woman would wear a push-up bra, or she would wear like a lacy bra, depending on what you have, like how you want to accentuate and show your body. Is that something men should consider?
But like, either way, you got what you got. Because even if I wear a push-up bra, when I take that out, you gonna see what I have.
Well, right. But then I think most people aren't saying, oh, never mind, bye. Like, it means I got you. Like, it's going down.
Oh, I
and
tricked you?
Unless someone says no, come on, yeah, you know you're finessing.
I tricked the shit out of you.
Yes.
And now you're stuck in this moment. Unless you're me, because I'll be like, that's not what I signed up for. Goodbye.
Oh, you would say in the moment, right now, definitively, if they pull out the package and it's not what you're looking for, you're like, bye.
Well, this
you're
is the
telling
thing.
them peace.
This is the thing, though. You
You're
should never like get to that point with someone without kind of knowing what you're getting into. Like, if you should look for signs. Like, if he stinks.
What are these signs that you should be looking for?
I mean,
this isn't someone you know. Like, you're just hooking up with someone.
But it's also called foreplay. Like, you know, little touchy, little kissy. Because if you can feel something, then you kind of know
What's your
you're
foreplay?
getting.
Are you just grabbing their heat?
I mean, I don't technically just go and just like, it kind of leads into a little, like, you know, a little touch.
What is this? That's
a little touch. It's like you kissing, then you like touching, then y'all start groping.
But you're talking about the moments prior to you having sex.
Yeah, but that's really important, because if you touch and it's not what you want, then you could just, I can't do this. I'm not this person. And then you can leave.
Jesus Christ. Yes, you can always leave. 100%. You can always leave. I'm not saying you can't leave. But I'm saying if you're comfortable and you're getting to this point with this person and you're enjoying it, and then right before you get into bed, you're like, wait, hold on. And just grabbing his heat, and you're like, doesn't seem big enough to me. What if he's a grower? What if he's a grower?
Okay, and then he can grow. But there's some people that are like very endowed and they don't know how to work with what they have. And that's even worse.
Okay, so as most men would say, and I see it on the live as well, little dick energy. Is that a real thing? Ooh, we got a long pause.
Well, see, this is the thing, is I've been with guys that have had small ones, and they were able to work it, where I was like, okay, like, we could do this again. All right. Even if they hit it with the foreplay beforehand, so it made it like a little more exotic and erotic. But then I've also dealt with people like, listen, I know I have a past, but like, I couldn't feel shit. I was like, ooh.
You have literally fucked men that you've been like, wow, you may actually not even have a penis right now.
Like, I don't even think we had sex.
You think
I'm so serious.
You think you went through the whole act and it's like, who knows?
At that point, I didn't count it as a body.
Like Future, like voila,
like
magic.
he could count it as a body because he got what he needed at the end. I saw the whole outcome.
Wow.
But like, I didn't get what I needed, and I didn't
Okay.
feel anything, so there was no type of penetration there.
Interesting.
It's not a body added.
So little dick energy is only real if you know what you're doing with your little dick
Yes.
energy. Okay. Do you think there's more size queens out there than not?
I mean, I think that
Like,
if you're
what's the consensus
a good size,
on dick size?
I mean, you don't want anything too big because then that's just painful.
This is interesting to me. So you don't actually like the porn idea of what a dick is. Having too big of a dick is actually
No, I feel like when
not
you watch
phenomenal.
porn, though, it's not always necessarily, you're not trying to watch what you can get every day. You're watching what is like
the fantasy
the
of what you
fantasy
would
of
want.
things. So like,
Correct.
I would probably have the fantasy of like this huge thing, but I know that I can't take that. So that's my fantasy, but in real life, I'm not taking that.
Okay. You would take it once, but you feel like on the day-to-day, that's not actually what you're looking for in your
no.
partner. Okay. You're looking for something like that Toyota Corolla, just that reliable, showing up every day, getting the job done, good size.
No, because that gets stagnant.
You can
So
let all
you
the
need somebody
homies
who's
in.
like, you know, fun.
Okay. But this is what I mean. So there's levels to this.
There's levels.
But is the idea that, gentlemen, you should figure out how to work with what you got?
You better learn some
And
trick
own it.
that like nobody else knows how to, and then just bring that to the table each time when you're trying to cuff a hoe.
Oh.
No, so listen. So I've had a lot of guys that are friends, and they've told me, they were like, when you have sex with like random, like randos, like you don't give them everything you got. Yeah.
Wait.
So
if
they have
you're-
levels to it too. So they don't like throw down their complete like.
Guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you give
Yeah.
mediocre.
They give
wood.
mediocre dick just enough to keep you coming back.
Ah.
But then people they really like, they be given the full extravagant, time.
Okay.
And those are the ones that they're trying to keep for the long term.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, that's a thing. And they were like, yeah. I was like,
So the idea is you don't actually give the full extent of what your mans can achieve.
Or what they can achieve. Because
You
sometimes
don't give
it's
that
just
full
like
pump action.
flips and tricks, whatever they got.
Do you feel like girls do that too?
What?
Like girls don't give 100% of what they can give?
Yeah.
Like just for fun? I don't understand that. Why
I
would you
feel
not
like-
be going for, especially if you don't even know this person and it's a
Okay.
one night stand? Isn't that like the most selfish way to do it? Like, yo, I'm trying to get mine, and if you get yours, great. I've never really been a person to do that, but is that
I
like
mean,
the mentality?
if you know it's like a one night stand, if it's a one night stand, I really don't give a shit about yours.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, like
bro,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
care
what I
about
need
you.
for mine. And like if you get yours, great, cheerio, and we can part ways, but I don't care.
You nut and say cheerio.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh,
Like, bye,
shit.
Felicia.
Okay.
You can leave. But like people that are gonna be around, like when you have like, that person that's like your FB, not best friend, fuck buddy, that like
Oh, okay.
that you are like consistently doing this thing with, but you like them, but you don't like them, and it's in that limbo. I don't think you should give the full thing because people might catch feelings and it might evolve into more than what that is. And I didn't do it.
So it depends on what you're trying to get out of this.
Yes.
If you want something more, then go for it.
Yes.
If you don't, there's a reason to give 7 out of 10 dick.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're trying to go for it, go 10 out of 10.
But you
pull out all
can't
the
like
stops.
also like try to give like 2 out of 10 dick, because if you give 2 out of 10 dick and you meet a bitch like me, I'm gonna kick you out.
Okay. I don't think anyone's trying to give 2 out of 10 dick.
Some people, they crazy.
You feel like people walk into it and say, hey, let me give this girl the worst dick of her life.
I mean, maybe there's peer pressure there. Who knows?
Oh, shoot. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I think it happens.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting take, and I'm thankful that you did that. But, I mean, oh, God.
What?
I wanted to make sure that the timing's right. I think I'm doing a good job this time.
Oh, you're doing a good job?
I think so. I
It's
mean,
about time you got something right.
oh, my God. Jesus. Go ahead. Talk to the
What, are
people.
you changing it out again?
Well, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make myself a little bit more something.
Oh my gosh.
The thing that people don't know is like, this is a quick hour. I've already been on here for an hour.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have. This is the second time I'm doing this. This is like 50 minutes or so.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I'm like looking in our notes.
I want to know, what are your thoughts on us having guests on the podcast?
Oh, I'm down. I'm like so down because like, okay, well, first off, the quarantine and stuff is really real. And I know that people don't necessarily want to be around us because we're still dealing with the public. And I get it. But we have to have Terrell on for sure. He has to talk about what it is to be an adult. I cannot speak on his behalf because he literally said it. And it's the funniest thing in the world, this whole theory of being an adult. I think Brandon would be really interesting to have on just to talk about like movies and like certain things and sports. Like that's definitely a podcast for you and him because I would just be the cute person in the background. Yeah, I wouldn't have much to contribute to those segments, not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I could just like dress you guys up and pat your noses when you guys sweat a little bit. That's all I could really fucking do to that. Who else? Who else should be on?
Like, what are your thoughts in general?
I think Shane and Sarah would be great to have on because, like,
that's what I'm going to like couples.
I think that would be great because they,
We gotta
I
get
mean,
a bigger studio.
we would definitely have to get a bigger studio. But I think having Shane and Sarah on would be awesome just because I know our relationship is very different than theirs. Even though we have similar belief styles and stuff, they're definitely in a different place than we are. Like, they're engaged and, you know, they're planning their wedding and they want to do things differently than we're doing things. And I think it would be interesting to talk to different couples that have those different belief styles outside of ours. So Nathan had to go ahead and make his drink. What did you make this time?
I'm drinking the vodka and sodas that your boss gave us.
That's Mom.
Yeah.
That's definitely Mom.
Yeah.
Me and Mom, every Thursday, go get food together. It's great.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page about that because I also think that that could be really cool. Like,
yeah,
in general.
I think it would be awesome. So Shane is Nathan's best friend since they were like out the womb.
Little tykes. Yes,
I
absolutely.
know. I love that.
Yeah.
I think they would be good. I would love to have them on.
Okay.
They're still kind of dealing with the public like us, so if they want to come over.
Yeah. No, I think that. Yeah, I kind of want to figure out how to open up the space. Like, once everything kind of settles down, I would love to get 2 more mics.
Yeah.
So that, like, we could do something bigger like this and then kind of put the video camera in a way that is, like, it doesn't have to be... This is great because, like, I love having us in the middle. But really, the camera just needs to be there to record it, and then the audio is going to go around it anyway. So it'd be kind of cool to have it here, like, very high, and it can just kind of come down on us or something.
But who
like
also knows, because we've talked about expanding on our space that we have.
Yeah.
So who knows if that leads to
That's
a
still
bigger
going to be
area.
probably months from now.
I know, coronavirus strong. Unless Kayla comes through.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
In general, like, we've had some really nice growth with the podcast. Like, organic growth. Like, people who are just, like, saying what's up, listening. People have been listening on all the audio platforms, the YouTube, which we'll get better at as well.
Oh, my God. My mom tweeted us on Facebook.
Moms are sending links out on Facebook.
I was like, I literally was on Facebook because that's the only way I talk
yeah.
to my family that's, like, everywhere else because they're older. And I was on there scrolling through, just being nosy, looking at everybody's miserable life of the coronavirus. Jesus. And my mom's over here like, they're so cute, and like reposted our video on Facebook. I was like, how do you know how to do that?
Love it.
Yeah, it was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Thank God I feel no shame with what I talk about since my parents listen.
Oh, no. I think this is the only way that this
Your
is
parents
successful.
Can't listen.
My parents definitely do listen, whether or not I've talked to them about it. But I think that, like, this is like the best way to just relax and, like, talk with people and no shame. Just be yourself. I think people understand authenticity and know that we mean well. And
yeah,
we're just trying to have fun and talk to people about real things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why podcasts are so entertaining, is because you listen to real people who are not like political pundits or like news correspondents talk about stuff that's real in their lives. It's like, bro, I'm not lying about this. Like, this is really what I'm talking about. This is the life, at least, that I live. So maybe it's even similar to what you do. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But
I can only speak from firsthand experience.
Yeah, I can only speak on mine. But what I want to talk to you about is, I know that you know that I've been reading my book, whether or not you give a shit about what I'm reading. But I finished it today,
That's good.
And I wanted to ask you about the idea of karma. Like, do you believe in karma? Like, do you believe that, like, what goes around comes around and that energy is real?
Yes.
Okay. Extrapolate it. Because I don't know if we've ever talked about it. We've talked about, like, faith and stuff, and maybe more we understand where we lie about that. But I think karma is a completely, totally different thing than, like, having a religious faith. I try to be a good person
every day because I know that I'm not going to get smited.
You don't want to have a bam like, boom, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. I don't. Like, I believe in good karma. Like, in my relationships, I've been fucked over so many fucking times I can't even count. And then I met you.
Right.
That's good karma.
A1, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
That happened.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kissed a lot of toads.
But what I'm interested in is, do you think that karma is more about your unintentional giving, your unintentional, like, natural actions, your ability to just be doing things because you know that this is the right thing to be doing, versus is there a difference between that and doing things nice and well and good to people because you want that to come back to you? Because I don't know if there's really a difference. I wouldn't care. If someone's treating me nicely because they want that back in respect, I treat that the same exact way. I would not care.
I act the way I act because it's who I am, not because I'm looking for any type of reward for it. I'm not. I think I'm somebody who's completely understanding, and I bend over backwards for people that I care about naturally. But I do that because that's just who I am. However, in situations where people being a little sticky and a little tricky, I do reflect back and I'm like, you know what, Adriana? Be a good person. Let that shit go. Karma's a bitch. Don't waste your energy.
Oh, okay.
And keep it going.
So it's like, instead of retaliating, you absorb their energy and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to let you do you. I'm not feeding into this. And I will come back the better self that I am.
Yeah.
And walk away from this. Okay.
Because there's some times where Petiana wants to come out, and I just...
Is Petiana your, like, other alter ego?
No, because I'm really not a petty person. I'm genuinely not a petty person. However, my two best friends are fucking petty.
And what are both of your best friends' names?
Okay, so fun fact, both of my best friends, both their names are Adriana.
What?
Like, that's a real thing.
When she told me that, I was like, are you serious?
You thought I was kidding.
For sure. Like, I was like, are they all spelled the same way?
No,
like,
I'm the only one with a double
But then
N.
in my mind, I was like, yo, this is lit. This is every guy's dream.
You can't fuck
because
it
now
up.
I can't fuck it up.
You can't fuck it up.
I can say Adriana in any room ever. And then if I'm like, no, not you, you. And if I'm like, no, not you, you. I can still get all the way down the line.
And they're all Team Nathan.
Hell yeah. Team Nathan, baby.
Yeah, it's really funny because they're both my best friend, and I'm the godmom to both their kids, and they only have one kid each.
Whew, thank God.
I know. So,
interesting.
I know.
But
it's so nice.
So the book is called Siddhartha.
Oh, I was trying to get away from the book.
Oh, well,
I'm
I was going to tell you,
continue.
Jesus. It's pretty interesting. I know you don't like anything that I listen to or read, but
it's too emotional for me.
It's not emotional. I think you would actually like it.
Okay.
So Siddhartha is this guy, and it's his quest to find mindfulness and, like, spiritual stability. And it's basically like, he starts out as this really rich, privileged guy.
Okay.
And then he gives all of it up, lives in poverty as, like, a monk, for less of better terms.
So he gives it all to the poor, like Robin Hood?
Yeah, like, no. He doesn't give anything. He is rich because of his family. He doesn't actually have anything. He lives a privileged life. He walks away from that, lives with these, monk walking pilgrimage people, has absolutely nothing, finds what he perceives as mindfulness and spiritual stability and his ability to be himself and learn from his thoughts and his actions and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Then he finds a woman that he loves, gives it all up for a woman, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Gives it all up for that punani. Smacking them yams for a minute.
Stop it.
After
That's not
he's
what
done
your
busting
book
them
just
cheeks
gave
down,
you.
he goes on And he's like, you know what? The cheeks ain't worth it. I was like, right, I get
Oh,
that.
so your book was about Pornhub.
No, it was not about Pornhub. Free Pornhub Premium, though, for everyone.
Oh, now it's free Pornhub Premium for everyone?
Yeah, of course. Bro. I got
Why
my
didn't you
account.
tell me that sooner?
I don't know. I've been had my account, so.
Whoever says that they don't watch porn, girl or guy, is a liar.
For free. We can get into that, but I want to tell you the rest of my story.
Okay, go ahead.
So
continue with this book
so,
of King Arthur and
so
the round
So then
table.
he's done because he's with this girl. He finds love, and then he finds like financial success and all this other stuff. And then he sees himself in that type of life and hates it so much that he's like, you know what, forget it. I'm done with that. And then goes back into this life of poverty again. And it's like full circle. That's why I ask you about karma, because then at the end of the book, he meets the people from the very beginning, all the people that he was struggling, or the people who were serving him or dealing with him and all this other stuff. And then from there, they foster all this like growth and like internal coming of age with him, even as an older man, to find out who he really is. And then that cycle he puts forward into them, and they go off, and then they find this in themselves. Maybe that's a poor way of putting it, but basically it's a story of like finding who you are, realizing that, hey, maybe that my teachers in my life aren't the ones that I really aspire to. Maybe those aren't the people who have all the answers for me, and I'm going to do it myself because I'm not scared to find out who I am and to hit rock bottom and work my way back up, and then get up and then get down and get up and get back down. But then find like the natural things in your life that bring you this like calm and this love and this like awokeness that you can find. But a lot of it has to do with karma. Like a lot of the stories they were talking about is like, oh, I did this and then this thing happened to me later. And then because I did that, this happened later. And it's like always trying to connect these dots. And I was like, oh, I mean, I definitely believe in karma like real heavy. But as I was reading this book, I'm like, oh my God,
I know, it's
thinking
like
about
when
this shit all the
it's like
time
when
now. I'm like, what am I
outside to
doing?
my car and I see a flat tire, and I talked about popping somebody's tire a week ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you slash 3 tires, the insurance doesn't cover it.
Yes. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, sorry, I was trying to tell you about my book because I was excited and I hadn't got to talk to you about it because I know you don't care. So I figured I would use the podcast as a platform where you had to listen to me, but still you're not going to, so it's fine. But the
at least you know.
Yes, I agree with you. Everyone watches porn, so don't be stupid and say that you don't. Mm-hmm. There's no way.
I brought Piglet on today.
Yes. So Adriana also has what?
So I have this
1,
thing.
2, 3, 4, maybe like 5
tumblers
that are used equally. Maybe this is a girl thing because as a guy, I don't do this.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. So I name everything so that way I take better care of it.
So if you're in her life and she doesn't know your name, you're just fucking garbage.
No,
That's
I don't
it.
know. Do you do this? So like I have so many random numbers like in my phone.
No.
And
because
I end up
save
like
every
memorizing
number.
like the beginning of numbers so I'll know who's calling me.
No.
But I don't save it unless you're important because it's that much easier.
Yeah, I farted. I'm sorry.
How do I have these things
Go
when I still
on.
heard it? That's so nasty.
You felt the vibration. You felt the vibration. I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm human.
Why wasn't it silent?
What am I supposed to do? Be like,
No.
stupid.
Yo, your ass has been a lethal weapon this
My ass
past
is not a
weekend.
lethal
What
weapon.
the
Go
hell?
on, go on. Go ahead. Tell
But
us about the
anyway.
tumblers. Yes.
I don't save people's numbers because then it's that much easier to delete them and forget you. So, like, I have all these random numbers in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm really like, new phone, who dis? It's really because I didn't save your number.
Oh. Okay.
But that's just my
No.
philosophy. It's just easier to delete people.
Damn, Kiki, my old coworker, she got us on the see a sip, take a sip, so we got to take a shot after this. But
What?
yeah,
We've already
no.
taken like 30.
2? Just be an adult.
No, don't talk about being an adult. That's a Terrell thing, and there's a whole story behind that.
Oh man, but the with the tumbler situation, I think it's great because you're always drinking water and it's excellent. But like, there's so many of them.
I know. It's just they all fit my mood.
And
so like this one,
they all fit my mood. What kind
Like-
of bullshit is that? Oh, you have a pink mood? You're
yeah.
never in a pink mood.
No, so this
dude.
one's Piglet,
Okay.
and then the black one that I had on the previous podcast, that's Black Widow.
You act like people are going to go back and be like, oh.
And
hold on, let
then
me go watch
there's
the
a
old
gold
pods.
one that I have is Gold Digger.
All excellent names.
And I use that one at work because I'm always trying to get the coin.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I have my workout canteen one, which that's Rosie.
Yes.
And I think that's all I have.
That's probably it.
Yeah, I have 4.
And you know what? You're going to have more to do. Well, I mean, probably. Now that they passed that stimulus package, we're about to get them fucking coins, baby, because we're both poor. Yeah. I was gonna say I think you get most of them for free, but like for me, I'm like, yo, that's my rent money, bro. Yes, let me get that check, boy.
Yeah, I don't pay rent.
That's right, because you have a sugar daddy, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You just called yourself poor.
Well, if I'm poor, I'm still the sugar daddy. So what's up?
Yes, I got kicked out of my house.
Okay, no, you didn't get. We're not just throwing that in there at the end, okay? Oh
That's
my
another
God.
story for another time.
Another story for another day. But anyway, hey.
4th podcast down.
4th podcast down.
A lot of interesting talks.